The most controversial Kazakh artist Kanat Ibragimov has jumped on the bandwagon of celebrating the birthday of the nation's leader. A performance held at the artist's work studio was rather shocking. The 45-year-old Ibragimov held a real ritual of circumcision as part of the event.
On July 5th, the scandalous artist Kanat Ibragimov has conducted a circumcision ritual in his studio and dedicated it to his political idol, the nation's leader. I'm very glad that my modest work of art, my sacrifice drew attention of public, the press and my friends. I will make the statement after the ritual. While waiting for the promised statement, journalists enjoyed a small party with served drinks and lowbrow jokes. This is a European penis and this one is Korean. It was not easy thing to do for a 45-year-old artist. Ethnic Kazakh Ibragimov was not circumcised while young because he was brought up in the communist traditions, joke his friends. Film director Bolat Atabayev emphasized the political undertones of the show. The leader is the head of people, and here we have the head of a penis. I like the subtext, and that's why I'm here. I have no idea how reporters will cover this in their stories. The nation's leader was also greeted by a rising star of Kazakh verbal performance art, Lady Gaga.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
The operation was done in 15 minutes by applying local anesthesia. Journalists were not allowed to see it. The most intriguing part of this event didn't pass by reporters. In honor of the nation's leader, I give away my foreskin and call on every Kazakh citizen to do the same. Even most experienced reporters were so impressed with such unusual performance that some even presented money to the artist according to the local tradition. However, the artist is not going to send the foreskin to the president, as he is currently negotiating with the European Museum on holding an art house exhibition revealing the brutal and cruel sides of the art.
On Sunday, Astana residents were morally preparing for the events related with the upcoming celebrations courtesy of the city authorities. Everything was presented in a very well thought out order. First the patriotic rituals, then events for children, followed by concerts with world-famous stars.
Nursultan Nazarbayev spoke about the achievements that can touch the hearts and souls of every citizen, the patriotism which is now felt during the raising of the national flag. The raising of the national flag makes all Kazakh citizens' heart beat faster. The ceremony excites all of us and makes us feel so emotional. Most courageous soldiers and other military personnel were traditionally awarded shoulder straps next to the national flag. It's obvious what they should protect, as Astana has changed its image so drastically during the last 12 years, becoming the new face of Kazakhstan. 12 years ago, in 1998, we have presented our new capital to the world. Astana has changed since then so much that even its residents can't recognize it. Astana is 12 years old, which can seem not a lot. However, its role as a new capital is very significant. As we see, Astana is a symbol of a new and developing Kazakhstan. Looking at how Astana is prospering, one can judge the development of the rest of Kazakhstan. Children born 12 years ago could not imagine what present they were given by the fate. Today they are 12 years old, the age mates with Astana. Thank you, Mr. President, for the sports facilities in our city. We so much hope they will be accessible to children. We wish you a healthy life and happiness to your grandchildren. Several press conferences with celebrities were held in Astana over the weekend. The week started with new celebrations and events likely meant to keep up the holiday spirit.
The world-class celebrities now entertain the political elite of Kazakhstan. The second day of celebrating the Astana city and President Nazarbayev's anniversaries turned out even more pompous than the first. The Central Music Hall Kazakhstan hosted a concert Deja Vu featuring performances by the famous opera singer Dmitry Khvorostovsky and a popular Russian composer Igor Krutoy.
The déjà vu became a total surprise for the Astana political elite as the spirit of classical music in unique opera mono show was presented by Khvorostovsky and Krutoy in a rather minimalistic style. The opera star did not perform arias but rather ballades which featured elements of house and lounge music. It's the second time for Russian composer Igor Krutoy to be present on the occasion of anniversaries of both Nazarbayev and the city of Astana. After the concert, he stated that his visits to Kazakh capital, which became a tradition, are nothing but a friendly gesture, while his paycheck is not an important thing, unlike the friendship with mayor of Astana, Imamgali Tasmagambetov. The pay is not the most important thing. I am good friends with mayor of your city, Imamgali Tasmagambetov, and for me these relationships are far important than the money I get paid. Meanwhile, city residents visited the Nomad Civilizations Festival held at the city park, which was decorated in the ancient Pozok city style existed long time ago on the spot where the modern Astana is located. The city authorities spent a lot of money to organize colorful shows that featured unique costumes and Nomad epoch music. The artisans, artists and jewelry craftsmen from Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan were paid for their travel and accommodations in Astana. For many, the president's anniversary served an opportunity to earn some money.
It is actually very interesting to see people meet other masters and demonstrate your talent. It is always pleasant, especially when they come and compliment you, or even better, when they buy you stuff.
However, the most intriguing things are still ahead. The capital elite are expecting another key guest of the celebration. The world-famous Italian opera star, tenor Andrea Bocelli, has already arrived in Astana to take part in the anniversary. He will be performing at the opening ceremony of the unique trade and recreation center Khan Shatyr.
Less controversial artists in the capital hosted an exhibition Astana and the President, obviously timed to the city's and Nazarbayev's birthdays. The exhibition features 300 exclusive works of photographers. Organizers say this event is meant to emphasize the role of the nation's leader in establishment of young capital city of Astana. The photo exhibition featured the works of Astana native photographers presented in chronological order of the capital's establishment. During 12 years, Astana has become a beautiful city, and the organizers of the event emphasized the contribution of Nursultan Nazarbayev. The exhibition will be open until July 8th. If we were only complimenting the president, his photos would have been on every stand. We tried to show him not only as a president and nation's leader, but as an individual, and he is quite a charismatic person. One can never forget an experience of meeting him. Pavlodar finds itself in the leading position on the rather dramatic situation. The number of people with cancer-related and respiratory diseases is twice higher than in the rest of the country. Local environment specialists claim that the area's electrolyzers plant with its harmful emissions is what causes the situation.
Every fifth resident of Pavlodar suffers from respiratory diseases, with almost 1,500 of them being cancer patients. The child mortality in the region is twice higher than anywhere in Kazakhstan. These sad statistics are caused by the local electrolysis plant, say local environmental specialists.
The requirements of the state ecology examination were not observed during the construction of the plan. There were specific conditions, including the installation of a monitoring station for all ingredients emitted by the plant. We are especially concerned about the benzopyrene.
Environment experts are confident that the plant produces illegal emissions, while the number of the hospice patients has substantially increased in the region.
The hospice is not handling the increasing amount of patients. We are forced to keep many people in the waiting list. Frankly speaking, the cancer patients are in priority.
At the same time, Kazakh President Nursultan Nazarbayev has launched the second stage of the electrolysis plant. In his speech, the nation's leader emphasized the industrialization endeavors of Kazakhstan and ironically did not say a word about the nation's healthcare. The plant will have a task to set up the third stage of production to raise the output by another 125,000 tons of aluminium. Aluminium plants are built only in areas rich with inexpensive electricity, featuring industrial zones and vast human resources. We have all that. Nazarbayev has promised that the aluminium processing plants will emerge around the electrolysis plant area shortly. He is confident that this will provide new opportunities for Kazakhstan's competitiveness in the world market and create new employment opportunities. Environment specialists, however, are concerned if there are enough healthy workers for that.
Thank you for watching us. Goodbye.